Thank you so much to Vail Summit Orthopedics. This morning I'm exploring the historic town of Minturn. You can see everybody kind of getting ready for their fly fishing trips for Minturn anglers this morning, and we're just here right along the Eagle River. A beautiful spot and a ton of history in this town. Now, it's a railroad community, and right behind me is the Minturn Saloon. Now, I have recently been reading a memoir of a guy named Bill Barnett who grew up here. He was born in Minturn in 1920, and so when he was growing up, the Minturn Saloon was known as Pat's Pool Hall, and inside the saloon they had some nice chocolate candies on the bar and also a jukebox. So most of the time the kids were not exactly welcome to come hang out here, but they did have a chance to come and buy some of those candies. Now, something else that's kind of worthy of note is in Colorado, Prohibition started in 1916, but for some reason Pat just never had any problem getting booze for the bar during this time frame, all the way up until it ended in 1933. So apparently there were bootleggers that were all along Gore Creek, and so the sheriff was kind of in on it. So what would happen is, the sheriff would say, all right, well, he wouldn't necessarily arrest anyone, but if there was a report that was called in, he would go and he would check it out, and he would let people know that he was coming. And the bootleggers were so tight that word would spread really fast, and he would show up, and if the bootleg whiskey happened to not be there, oh well, and if it was, he would just simply pour it out, and that was that. So bootleggers all the way through the valley, and apparently there was a food bank in Eagle where they supplied sugar and dried fruit, and a lot of the farmers could go and get their bootleg supplies at the food bank. All right, coming up next, we still have more headed your way, including some beautiful properties and more weather on the way. It is a beautiful morning here in Minturn.